ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. That's my intro song. Ba, 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 ba. It's a little bit, I don't know, lively. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this live stream. Ba, 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 ba. I am Pablo Stanley, and today we're going to be doing a live stream about just like we're going to be doing some UI UX work on the experience and the interface for something we're calling the Microverse on the builder, just like what the tools that will be needed to be in the building experience. So I already started working on it yesterday, just like I started like putting together some stuff. And I think I was thinking, yo, and actually did that live stream on our Discord, on Roboto's Discord. So, and I was doing it just like, hey, there. It was an impromptu live stream. But this is a more official live stream, and we're going to do it today. And let's take a look at the things that we're going to be doing today. So, uh, uh, um, let's go to our agenda. So, one thing that, different things that the goal of today, I want to get to start working on a menu for your stuff. And your stuff is stuff that you have uploaded, objects that you have uploaded, like images, and like, yeah, pretty much as images. And then edit them, delete them, replace the image. And also on your stuff, it can be an NFT. So you can insert an NFT from your wallet and insert it as as an object, you know. So that would be pretty fun. Like, potentially you go and buy a collection, maybe, or you are a creator, you create a collection of objects, you know, that other people can get on the secondary market. And then those NFTs can be placed in the microverse as objects there if you own them. And also, the marketplace menu. Let's see if I can just get started on that. Just like like we're building our own marketplace in Bueno, just like on like so people can sell their own things, sell their own objects, and also they can buy. Other people can buy, so like a shop, and then also some top navigation. This top navigation just controls the mode you're in, at least for now. Maybe later we're gonna have to put more stuff in there. And also global settings. That's like global settings is more of a stretch goal if we get to actually work on that. Hopefully we get to work on that. And that's it. So I'm looking here at the chat. So if you are I don't know, like it would be great if you just like say hi. Usually I just encourage people to say hi on, well, like tell us where you're visiting from, and just like a say hi. If English is not your primary language, your first language, well, just like go and say hi on your first language. Nobody has said hi. Nobody has said anything. But usually this stuff is has a delay, so maybe it is that. Let's see. Yeah, and by the way, let me just show you like while we get started. Hold on, am I sharing my screen? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. While we get started, like this is the microverse. Like it's really rudimentary. Let's call it that way for now. And like the idea is that you can use your NFT to navigate, and different people can claim a space, land, whatever you want, like a map, and then they can build their own stuff there. And then these microverses can be connected through different portals. So, for example, here I created a portal that takes me to another microverse. This is called Disco Inferno. So this is another one that I built, and I created a portal that connects this one to the other one. But let's go back and just go here. Okay, cool. So, hmm, it looks like some objects are disappearing. Uh, uh, Jason, the developer, one of the developers behind this, did a change to the server last night. So maybe we're going to see potentially like some things. But anyway, once you're here, you're in tourist mode. But if you are the owner or the admin, we still don't know what the role will be, but the owner of this microverse, then you can come and just like build. You can get into building mode, and when you're in building mode, like right now, it doesn't look like very obvious, and that's why we're going to be working on. But once you're in building mode, you can start adding stuff. You can add objects, backgrounds, and you can also move things around. You just like resize them or delete them, adjust like different things to it. So that's it's a pretty interesting way. Just and once I'm not in building mode, I cannot edit them. You see, like I click on them and I cannot edit them. I can interact with them, but I cannot edit them anymore. And this is just like you as an admin, you can do that. So, but right now you go to build and nothing changes. Hey, I see someone here. That's another really cool thing is that all of this is live and it's shared, so like other people can be here while you're building. And that's actually another thing that we were thinking, like how can we make it obvious who is building. And I started like working on something, but maybe we get to work on that too. Anyway, that building mode, it's not very obvious, so let's build a UI for building mode. Let's go see anyone that has a chat. Hi from San Diego. Yo, Berkeley for me. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool that people are here. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So let's go to the Figma template, and let me show you just a prototype. Like I started putting together. Like let me just show you the sketches first. Like there's a menu on the left that allows you to do different things, create different things. Initially, I just had it like the categories of the stuff that you could put. But I was realizing that there are way more options and more menus that we'll need. But also just like stuff to drag, like creation tools are on the left. And then contextual tools, like depending on what you have selected, appear in context. So like appear when you click on the stuff. And also having some global menus are going to be necessary. So for that, I started putting together like a list of the things. So for example, the tools menu, which appear on the left, let's put it here, left nav, is we have create, objects, your stuff, and marketplace. So far, those are the menus that we have. And then in create, we have different tools. In objects, we have also, it's more like stuff that is pre-made stuff, like templates. And for right now, we have 3 categories. At first, I just only had 2, where it's just like objects and backgrounds. But I think there's also potentially another category that will be interesting, which is display. For example, if you want an object that has some functionality inside it that displays an NFT, so for example, like a picture frame. So far it's like that, like a picture frame, but it could be other things. It could be a pool that displays, I don't know, like different objects. Maybe later we're going to be like maybe a portal that displays an NFT or something. That could also just be right-click, save, and you just like upload the image. But we wanted to have like a connection to NFTs, so they're authenticated and just like proof of ownership on them. And then your stuff, and your stuff is stuff that you upload. So like images, like any image that you upload, then you can edit them, but also like connect to your wallet and just like see the NFTs that you have. And then those NFTs can be inserted as what you call it, as objects too, as interactive objects in the space. So that will be interesting. Right now, NFTs, you can use them but as your character, but it will be cool to also use them as something else. So that's one, and also marketplace. And then some contextual menu, but we're not going to work on that today. Global settings, potentially, and also something I didn't put here, but it's the it's this thing, just like the top knob with switches. And okay, so let's get started. So, oh man, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's always like this. Like there's always a live stream, and if there's usually someone just like hammering, or someone just like doing construction or stuff. So I started playing around with the different menus for it, and first I started like playing with like the idea of like icons. They're just like simple icons for the UI. But I was like, you know what? This feels like a game, you know, and it should feel more playful and like cooler. So I started playing around with the idea of like a potentially the idea of potentially using icons that are more like chunky and more colorful, and just like so they feel more playful. So like start playing with that idea. Let me just show you like the first prototype of this. So let me get some coffee. So here, by the way, like this is like we wanted to show that like which character is in construction mode. So maybe something like this. We're also thinking maybe it's a gigantic like construction hat that is here that is just like ridiculous, and it just will just fit any NFT, any character. But anyway, I have a problem here. 1 second. I'm realizing that this. So I'm using this should be the pencil. Pencil. Yeah, this should be this one. It's just that I changed it at the end, but when you change it, like it assumes, Figma assumes that you want that specific one instead of a different one. So yeah, I used to have like the ruler one, but no, we changed to that. So now it should be. Yeah, see, now it doesn't change the icon. So let's say, for example, you go to create, and then you have like the different menus of like insert an object, insert a hitbox, a portal, or a background. Or you could also go to elements, and then elements are pre-made elements that people can use. So like, for example, this sofa and this stuff, and also just backgrounds. So far I have two categories, objects and backgrounds, just because they act differently. I think the display elements will act differently too, so maybe there should be another category. But also they can just be an object, and those objects just have its specific interactivities. I still don't know. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to just like close this. So that is one of the menus, and then the other menu, that the type of menu, the style on the menu was like this, where it is more like a simple UI, like simple kind of icons, and like this. Those feel more like a UI, and the other, but I don't know. I want to go with the like it feels more playful and more fun and more like a game. So I think we're gonna go, at least for now, like with something like this. So okay, so let's get working. Enough explaining. Let's start working on the stuff that we want to do. Let me just copy this so I can remember what the hell am I supposed to do today. So your stuff menu. Your stuff menu will be this. And so far it's just like an icon of an image, because like I suppose like most of your stuff is going to be things that like images that you upload, or also NFTs. So so far like the icon is just an image. Oh man, I don't know if you can hear, but there's a little sound in the background that is like, and it's just like driving me insane. It always feels like they're waiting for the live stream to start, and it's like, I think the live stream started now. You can start like making a lot of noise. Okay. Yeah, Pablo. The world revolves around you. Everybody's paying attention to you, Pablo. Of course, that's what it is. Okay, so let's go to your stuff menu. By the way, like here's what I was thinking about. Like here's where I think there should be a menu about the building modes. But so far, let's not do that right now. And let's go to your stuff. So your stuff is going to be something like this. So perhaps I just duplicate the objects menu, and the objects menu, I'm going to call it your stuff menu. And then your stuff is going to have two different, I'm going to delete this one, and this should be clip content. And you know what? Let me actually, instead of fixed height, I'm going to put it hot contents. And then this should be also hot contents. There you go, just to see the whole thing for now. Later, I'll just make it a scrollable. That was a trick, just to make it a scrollable. I'll teach you in a second. So, okay, so your stuff, let's change this, your stuff. And perhaps I should teach you how to do all this stuff. Like if you are a UX designer and want to learn how I build this, let me show you how I build it. It's actually pretty simple. I can just redo it. First we need a navigation, right? So actually, I'm going to just delete this. And let me go over here and just to take a look at this. And I'm going to put it here. And just going to recreate it just for learning purposes, okay? So first we need a title, so your stuff. And I already have, let's line it to the left, I already have a heading, just like a style on our design system from Blush and Bueno. So I'm just going to use that. And I have a close icon, so I need a close icon to close the model. So I'm just going to put, I already have a close icon, so I'm just going to put it over here. And this is something that I had already designed as part of our design system too. I also have a search bar. So I'm just going to a search bar that, or again, part of our design system. The interesting part of this is not going to be designing these things, but actually how to put them together, okay? So, and also I need a tab just to navigate between the elements. So I'm just going to put a tab here. This is another element that we have on our system. And then I'm going to need these things, just like a gallery view of it. And I already created an object, like a component for this. I'm just going to copy this thumbnail object. I'm going to paste it over here because I'm going to start using it. And I suppose I need also like another heading here. So I'm going to, just for the categories. So for example, your stuff, although, no, I don't think I'm going to be needing, yeah, I'm going to be needing a heading for the one that is NFTs, but not for this one. So I'm just going to put this heading here. Wow, it's so annoying. Just like that thing. Seriously, seriously, there's never that noise. That noise is new. This is the first time, or maybe this is the first time that I understand that I hear it. It's so annoying. Okay, so heading small. That's the style I'm using here. This is another heading just for the different kind of categories like this. And okay, so I have all the elements. Now, I think I was going with 360, the size of this. So, how do I do this? First of all, I want to create an auto layout of this. Or actually, let me just put everything in an auto layout. Shift A, let's put, I suppose like 16 pixels between each element. Like around 16 pixels should be enough. Should be good. Let's see what I did over here. Just to keep it consistent. I actually did 12. So let's do 12. So over here, just the spacing between the elements. Right now, it's just an auto layout that is aligned vertically, but it doesn't look that great, right? So far, we need a heading. So for the heading, I'm just going to select these two, put a Shift A, and align them horizontally. And also, I want to align them centered, just so the heading and the icon are aligned centered. And I'm going to say that this fills the container. But now that it fills the container, the X is still here aligned to the left. So what I want to do is here, instead of packed, I want to say space between. That way, it will always try to adapt the spacing between the elements to the size of the container. Okay, so we have that. Now I want to do this let's do it as a fixed width, and let's do it at 360, just because that was the size of the other stuff. And let's put, I suppose it's going to be 16 pixels, like the padding. Let's see what I did over here. Yeah, I did 16 pixels padding. So right now I have a container that has 16 pixels around, just like in the container, but I need a fill. So I'm just going to add a fill, a white fill, and I'm going to add a corner radius of maybe 16 pixels too. And I'm going to add an effect of a shadow. I already have a shadow that I use for these kinds of things, for models, and I'm just going to use it, the large shadow. Okay, still doesn't look that great, right? So this one needs to be, right now it has a fixed width. Let's say that it fills the container. So now it's going to be just like filling the container. So even if I make this smaller or bigger, it's going to adapt to the size of it. And now we need another tab, right? So we need one that is uploads, and then also your NFTs. And then here uploads. Yeah, let's keep it as uploads. And then this one is a tab, and part of the design system. Let me actually show you like how it is designed. Or design system is called Mascara, and there are different types of what I call it variables in it, where it's turned on and off, so active and inactive, and also if it has a drop down or not drop down. And yeah, and also just like regular size, default size, and a small size. So those are the different variants that the tab has. Just wanted to show you because I'm going to turn it on. Turn it off. So now I have, these are both tabs, but one is turned on and one is off. So I'm going to also create an auto layout of these two. Shift A, and I'm going to align them horizontally. 12 pixels, 12 pixels is okay. Between them, and I have those two tabs now. And now, what else? Okay, so now we have this, and then we should create a gallery of these, right? So I'm just going to put these. I'm going to do Shift A, but I'm going to do horizontally. And I think it should be 8 pixels. Yeah, 8 pixels. There you go. So we have a row. Let's call it row, because like later I'm going to just like not understand what I was doing. So I have a search, we have a heading. It's always good to just like name these things the right way. Your stuff menu. Okay, cool. So usually I suppose like your stuff is going to be like different images that you have uploaded. Let's do 3 rows with 3 columns, and usually these will be like different images. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to need some interactions with these. By the way, I'm going to remove this for now because there's no categories here. Like for example, maybe when you hover, there's a menu, and the menu is to delete or to replace. At least for now, those are the 2 options that I can think of. Replacing the image, image asset, or deleting the asset. Well, okay, I'm going to just like keep them like this. And and then, well, that's pretty much it. I could have just reused this. It would have been way simpler, but I just redid it just for demo purposes. Okay, so I'm going to turn this into a component, and I'm going to just select it, turn it into a component, and I'm going to add a variant. And in this variant, I'm going to say that your NFTs is on and uploads is off. There you go. So this is the other menu, the other one. And on this one, it should show your NFTs. So the image should be just like your NFTs. But I'm going to just like, oh man, like what should I use? Oh, I think I have images already pre-rendered. So I can just go to my Robotos, and I think I have some images that I can just use. Wow, a lot of images, A lot of stuff. Oh my God. A lot of folders. And I don't know what they are. I don't even remember. Pigs? Is it pigs? No, it's not pigs. Originals. Oh my God. Twitch assets. Wow. I need to. I need to order this. Explore bottle song. Okay, this is crazy. This is dumb. Oh my God. Oh, pigs. There you go. Oh man, no. I don't have this. I don't have all the stuff. Ay, ay, ay. Roboto or me. Wow. I don't have anything? Come on. Helmeto. Okay. I'm going to just use Helmeto here. One of the images. Choose image, and I'm just going to go to Robotos, and I'm going to go with. Wow. It's just plugin collabs. Where is it? Community. There you go. I'm going to use this one. And there you go. Now it looks like an NFT. Just let's do another one. Oh, I suppose I have this one. Yeah, okay. I have multiples. So there you go. So I'm just going to copy, paste, just so it looks a little bit different. Just so it looks like these are NFTs. That's all I wanted to do. So, okay, so we have this stuff, and now we want to create an interaction between the menus, between uploads and the other stuff. By the way, let me just do something here so they all don't look just as that too, just so they look a little bit different. And let me just copy the style of all of these. Oh, how boring this is, I'm sure. Okay, cool. Now it looks a little more realistic, right? It doesn't look just like thumbnails, repeated thumbnails. Although maybe sometimes that's what's going to happen. You just upload the same image multiple times. And then it just like it appears a grade of the same image multiple times. Okay, cool. So let's build an interaction. So I'm going to go to prototype, and I'm going to say that from here, it switches to this. On click, change to, and it's instant. And then from here, it switches to this. And okay, that's pretty easy. Now, what we want to do is add an interaction that opens this menu. So for doing that, I learned that, so I want to open it as an overlay. And if I want to do that, I cannot do this directly on a component that has variants. That was very confusing for me yesterday. I just realized that. And maybe I had already stumbled upon that issue. So what you have to do is create an instance of it. Now that I have an instance of it, now I can use it, I can link to it. So boom, see, now I can link to it. And I can say that here, instead of navigate, I wanted to say open overlay. And open overlay, I want it to be manual, and I wanted manuel, and I want it to be center. Center over here, center to this thing, and just like have it at 8 pixels. So yeah, 8 pixels, that's a good, and then I'm going to also say that it closes when you click outside. Okay, well, let's test it out. Let's press play and see if it works. Ay, Diosito. So your stuff, your stuff opens this, and then you can navigate between your uploads and your NFTs. And you click outside, and then it closes. How coolio is that? Coolio, not just Coolio, it's Julio Iglesias. Ay, Pablo. Por favor, Pablo, no digas eso. Okay, so another thing that I want to do is we want to say that this closes, I'm going to say that this on click, I'm going to add on click closes overlay. It closes overlay. Let's do the same with this little guy too. interaction, on click, it closes the overlay. There you go. So let's test it out again. It's always good to test this kind of stuff. It's not only good, it's fun. It's fun to test the stuff. So you press your stuff, and then it closes. Elements, and then it closes. Nice. Nice. Oh, these icons are different. This feels a little thinner. I'm going to look into it. Oh, you know what? I think I made it smaller. This one is big and the other one's small. I'm going to make it bigger again. Just so I think I like it bigger. So hold on. This is size. What is the size? It's 24, and it's aimed. Oh, I think it's because is the color of it. That's what it is. It's not that it's thinner. I think it's the color. And let's make this. It's also 24. Yeah, but it's a lighter gray, so it makes it a little bit. It makes it look thinner. That is so weird, right? Optical illusion. Okay, so cool. So let's test it again. Let's see. Hey, black and black. Hey, now they look the same size. It's so weird. And they were both the same size. They were both the same width, the thickness of the line. But because one was a little bit lighter, it made it look thinner. That's so weird. Optical illusions. Now, let's make that part scrollable. And we can do that by, hold on, how do we do that? So I'm going to just like add this thing multiple times. Let me put it here. Ba-ba-bam. And let me add an auto layout to the variants, just so we can see them separated. Okay, cool. So I want to make this, like, this can be a pretty long list, right? So you don't want to have a very long list like that. So what you want to do is make that part scrollable. Hold on. Wait, what's going on? What is going on? There you go. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is make this whole thing one single component. So I'm going to say, sorry, one single piece of content. So I'm going to say Shift A, and I'm going to call it content. You know what? I'm going to remove this. Command X, and it shouldn't be part of the scrollable area. This should be the scrollable area just by itself. And yeah. I think that's the right way to do it. Okay, cool. So sorry, I'm just like thinking of a lot of stuff. So this, let's make it a scrollable area. And I think we want to do it, let's do it around here. This is more 490. That's going to be our scrollable area. And I'm going to say that it clips the content. And I'm going to say that this has some vertical scrolling. Okay? Yes, that's what it is. That is what is happening. And now let's do the same with this little dude. So these guys should Shift A. And by the way, now that we have this as its own container, maybe these, like, you can see that the spacing here and here is different. So I'm going to go over here and say that this is also 8 pixels. The grid is 8 pixels. And then these also, the grid is 8 pixels. And let's make it a little bit bigger. And I think this one was 490. So let's do it 490, just so the size of it is the same. 490. And this is also, I'm going to make it that it's vertical scrolling. Although right now there's nothing to scroll because the content already fits the area. But this one should be scrollable. Let's test it out. Let's go over here. And by the way, I'm going to remove this. Command X, And I'm going to put this in a page that is called archive, because if I keep getting confused, I usually, like all explorations, I put them in a different page, just like because there's always a moment where it's like, actually, I already did that, or, oh, I remember that idea. That was a good idea. We should go back to that idea. It's always good to just like have them there. That's what I do until like, unless it's implemented and it's been years, then I just like, okay, you can remove that. Anyway, okay, we're going to test it. Let's press play. Let's press play. Okay, cool. So your stuff, and then this is a scrollable. Look at that. It's a scrollable area, and then this is not scrollable. Well, because it doesn't need to. And one thing that happened is that now this is like a line all weird, because we made it a little bit taller. So we need to go back to our interaction that opens the overlay, which is this one, and we want to center it again. Center it again to the menu, I think. There you go. And then 8 pixels to the right. Let's test it out. And sometimes you have to restart it. So let's restart it again. Wow, man. Oh, man. So annoying. I need a studio that it just like has like, there's no way to any sound to enter or sound to go out. I need like a place like that, or just not live in the city and live in the field and have a very good internet connection. But then there's wolves. What? There's bears. And those howl. Ow! That's going to be in every live stream from now on. Okay, cool. So that's the menu. And we go over here, your NFTs and your uploads. Now, your NFTs, I'm pretty sure that those will need their own, what do you call it? Like a category. So I'm going to just like copy this, and I'm going to put it here. Because like, for example, it should be like divided by collections. So like a Robotos, for example. And this should be aligned to the left, and it should be also, no, it should be like this. And it should be fill the container. There you go. But if you have another collection, for example, let's say that you have, oh man, what? Let's say that you have toy boogers. Toy boogers. And you know what? I'm going to add some toy boogers here. Why? Because I can. Why do you do it, Pablo? Because I can. What? What is going on? I'm going to go to my OpenSeas. I'm going to go to my profiles. And I'm going to just copy some toy boogers. Hold on. How do you do this? Oh, yeah, here. Toy. And Toy Boogers special editions. Wow, there's a special editions I didn't know. And apparently I have one. Okay, I'm going to copy image and then paste the image, and copy the image and then paste the image. Copy the image and then paste the image. Pablo, it's annoying. I don't know what you're doing, but stop it. Please stop it. What's going on? Oh, okay. So this shouldn't clip the content in that way. I will be able to edit it. I copy the image. I paste the image. I copy the image. I'm pretty sure that we need a Figma plugin that connects your NFT so you can use them as images on your design. Pinging Zach or Jason or any other creative who's out there who knows how to do plugins. That would be pretty fun. Now this should clip the content, and now I'm realizing that this shouldn't clip the content. Oh no, it should. It actually should, because when you scroll, yeah. Let's see what happens if I don't clip the content. Like, look. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. So it should clip the content. Sorry about that. And this should also clip the content, because that way you navigate through these and they all by the way, this is something that I couldn't like. My idea was that on hover it shows the name of it, but since this is using auto layout, there's no way for me to actually like have this on top of it. The Z index is all over the place, but it's okay. For a prototype, it's okay. But anyway, look. Now, oh man, I hate that this happens. What? There's toy boogers here? Anyway, you get the idea. Julio Iglesias. So let's look at our agenda. Your stuff menu, done. Done. Let's put a check mark there. For now, we have the first version of it. NFT object in Crate. So I want to have, like here in Crate, we have object, hitbox, portal, background, but I want to also have NFT as one of the elements that you can insert. So what should an NFT be? I feel like it should be potentially like a diamond or like an Ethereum, like almost like an Ethereum diamond. That could be the icon. So yeah, let's create that. And so we need an icon for that. La 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 la. Let's check Ethereum logo. How is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So something like that. Let me just copy it and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I only want to base it on it, but I don't want it to be the Ethereum icon because it could be Polygon. It could be I don't know what people. Well, what are kids using these days? Solana and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Although no, because to connect to Solana, you need a different kind of wallet, right? Well, this is so iconic that people will understand. At least for now, that's what we're gonna do. See? Okay. Okay, I'm going to just delete all the stuff that is here. I'm going to use this as a template. Let's call it NFT, and let's start building this thing. So we want to do a polygon. I was talking about polygon and then realizing that I need to do a polygon. So let's do it like this. Let's center it. Let's center it like this. And I want to add a stroke just to see the limitations of it. And I think I want to have it at around 8 pixels around here. And 1, 2, 3. And on those, around there. That should be the size of it. And now let's start designing it. So how can we do this? Multiple ways to do this. I think one way would be to just duplicate this little dude and just like move it over here. Now it looks a little bit 3D-ish. Let me add like a different fill. So let's actually use just like a bluish like this, and then this should be a lightish bluish, lightish, and then we can I'm going to just like do this where these, and I'm going to do this, la 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 la. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to duplicate it because I'm going to use it multiple times. I want to intersection. Now that it's an intersection. Oh, but I need to duplicate this one too. So this and this intersection. And now I can make this a little bit lighter. There you go. And now let's duplicate this little dude. And then this, and let's do another intersection. Now that it's an intersection, let me just copy this style, and this one I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And look at that. Now we have a 3D object. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to do this stuff, and not going to do the separation. I think this is good enough. And now let's do some gradients, because the stuff over here like has some little gradients here and there. And I believe what we can do to make it look dope is going to be adding some actual. So let me do this. I'm going to add an inner shadow. The inner shadow. Inner shadow here, inner shadow there. And that's going to give it a little bit of, you know what? The inner shadow is going to be, it's going to be just like a dark bluish purplish, just so it's not black and has a little bit of color. So now let's move this. It should be -24. There you go. See what I'm talking about? And wow, I'm not liking this. Why am I not liking this? Oh, because, oh, I see what's going on. There you go. And maybe just like this. Maybe it shouldn't be as dark. Just like that. And then this element, the shadow should be negative and it should be positive here. So, and again, let's just very soft shadow. Very soft. And then this little dude, what should I do with that dude? That dude should have negative here and then positive here. So it's going to be like that. There you go. And let's also reduce the opacity of it so it's not as annoying. There you go. And this one, last but not least. Negative, positive. I'm sounding like that COVID test that they just made me, which was positive, by the way. I got the COVIDs, and it sucked. It sucked. I'm glad I'm getting better now. So positive. It was all positive. It was kind of surprised because like I've been doing just like a ton of COVID tests like since it started. And it's always like negative. So I was like, it's gonna be negative. I'm just having a small fever and it's all good. It's just a cold. It's a regular cold. I was, and then no, positive. You get the COVIDs. And for a moment, I just like couldn't believe it. Like, really? So, yeah. So the COVID is still there. I have my 2 shots and still happen. So just take care of yourselves, my friends. Don't get too cocky. Okay, cool. So I have my little NFT thingy. I don't know if it fits the style of the rest with my soft shadowing. I'm going to keep it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I think it's too big now. Let's keep it like this for now. Let's remove this. Let's turn it into a component. Let's delete it and then go over here and paste it. And now it's one of the menus. So if we go over here on object, hitbox, all that stuff, I can also insert NFT as one of the elements. So I'm going to say NFT, and then this should open NFT icon. Should have the NFT icon. Let's see how it looks with the rest of the elements. It looks kind of cool, I think, but I think it's too small. So my gut was telling me to make it a little bit bigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's center it. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. That looks more proportionate to the rest. And let's go all the way to 48 also on the side. Let's see if it's a little more square. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And you know what? I think it could be just a tad taller. Yeah, those. And then let's add a shadow. Let's make it a little bit more fun. Let's put a circle here, just so it looks like it's floating, you know? And let's add, let's make it black, and let's add an effect that it's a layer blur. And let's make this layer blur 4 pixels is okay. I think just what's going on is that this shouldn't be as, and then maybe this should be 2 pixels around there. Let's see how it looks over here. Oh, dude, yeah. It looks kind of nice. But now everything needs a shadow. Now it's just going to be that one because it's an object. That I did the thing here too with the shadow here, but I think it needs to be like a softer shadow. So let me go back here, and actually I'm just going to say copy the style of this. Copy the style, and I'm going to paste it over here. Let's see if it works. Paste the style. I guess it's okay. Let's go just a little bit softer. 2 pixels should be fine. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, 2 pixels is pretty nice. Well, now I want a shadow on everything. I want shadow here. Well, I'll do it later. And well, let's test it out. Oh, hold on. Before we test it out, I think this grew. So this thing that opened the overlay, it should be center because it got a little bit too big, right? There you go. Okay, now let's test it out. Let's test it out. Let's restart it. It's the holidays and we're building the Microverse. It's the holidays and we're building the Microverse. There you go. Now you have an NFT. So what happens if you click this? I think one interaction that we had built was like that it opened a gallery, like when you select the character. And actually, let me go to Microverse here. Yeah, so over here I had built the UX of like a when you let me actually play this. This is going to be gigantic because I was doing the objects, and the objects are gigantic. So let me actually here fit scale to fit. But what I had done is that when you add a message, it goes like this. Or if you click the avatar, then it opens this to select the character, and it just looks at your wallet and then just like goes through the different characters that you have. But so we'll potentially need something like that, where like you go through a gallery that opens that. Or no, because like you could have a wallet that has a ton of crap. Because another thing that could be is that it opens an overlay. Oh man, I think it should be like this. I'm going to make it like this. The Disco Inferno's gonna have a bar. Look at the bar with flying chairs. Look at all the drinks. So cool. Anyway, let's go back to what we were doing before. Microverse UX. Okay, not what I'm going to do for now. I think for now the objective was to do this, and we did it. Now, marketplace menu. I'm going to say no to the market. No, but it's gonna be fun to do that though. Yeah. Hold on. How should it be? Oh man. I'm going to do the marketplace menu for another time. Okay. So today I want to start working on this one, the top nav with switches. It's kind of important to work on that one. So what are the top nav with switches? Let's take a look. And before we're doing that, let me go see the I don't know, people here. We can hear it though. Oh, what is it? Oh, can someone catch me up? Yeah, Eve icon at SAC. Yeah. Can someone catch me up? What are we designing right now? Hola, Pablo. Is this SAC? No, this is a different SAC. Got it. Pop-up chat. I'm going to just like open it in a different window, just so we can see what's going on. Oh, we can hear though. Kobe went crazy at Art Basel this year. Yeah, yeah. And I got it from friends coming back from Miami. Oh man, I'm sorry, Zach. That sucks. And Julio Iglesias is my new life motto. Yeah, I'm stealing that, Julio Iglesias. Cool. Okay, so if you have questions or something, just like add them here on the chat, and I'll try to answer those questions. Okay. So let's go back to what the share menu is. Uh, Share menu is. No, hold on. I didn't put it here. So we need the top nav menu switches. Let's call it switches. And for that, we need to be able to begin building mode. Building mode, right? And then we need to be able to edit objects, edit backgrounds, and edit hitboxes. It's just that they live in different C indexes, so you have to like enter different modes to edit those things. So that's why we need different menus for those things. It's kind of weird, but it's just like if everything is editable at the same time, then it's a mess. So that's why Jason, the developer, like separated those experiences, and I think there should be an easy way to just navigate through those experiences. And also, I suppose we need save changes and cancel changes. Okay, so it's like I'm putting it down here. It's always good to put it down here on notes and then come back here and like let's start working on that stuff. So first of all, well, I suppose we also need like a tools, and we also need nav, and the nav is like nav will be just like a connect wallet, and also home, I guess. Like going back to what would be home in this context though? Would it be just like going back to the home page? Let's keep it as that, yeah. And then also knowing where you are. I think it's important to know where you are, and I think name of Microverse to just like be showing, and maybe with drop down to select other ones. So if you are the owner of different microverses, just like the ability to just navigate through them. Like if you're the builder, editor, account manager of other ones, you should do it that way. Another thing that we want is share. Just the ability to share this like with a link, but also just like say, is this open or closed to the public? Is this token gated or not? Do you want to invite other had I already put something like this? I guess not. Top nav switches. Oh yeah, I had put this. So let's put it here. Oh. Ba 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 ba. There you go, just like that. And I think those are important things. So let's top nav. It should be just like this. It should be switches, top nav, and then tool switching or modes. Mode switching. I think that's a good name, I guess. Options. I'm going to put menu links, menu options. And yeah, those are the things that we need. It's always good. See, it's always good to write it down, because like you start designing shit and then you're like, oh my God, I designed it all wrong. I didn't consider this and this and this. So it's always good to just like put it down in writing and then copy that stuff, go back to your design, and just so you know what are the things that you need. And la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I don't need you anymore. Okay, so let's do our switches. I think the switches should be in the middle. So here should be switches, then home and name should be over here, and just like share and also wallet should be over here. That's going to be our little what do I call it, or information architecture. That's how we're gonna pull it. I think that will make sense. Just like in the center is the switches. You can switch between them, but also you can just like switch between the elements, and also switches and save and cancel. Oh man. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's. Oh man, I'm just like taking a long time to just like digest all this stuff. Let's use. I had this home icon here. Let's just use the home icon. I mean, we're committed. We're committed to this to this style of thing, just like of like how to create the buttons this way. And let's put 100 here. Let's add a field that is white, and this just takes you to the home. It's pretty chunky. It's pretty big, actually. It's a pretty big button. I'm going to say, I'm realizing that maybe this is too big. Maybe I went too chunky. Maybe there should be like 48, at least the ones on the top. But maybe this one's also should be smaller too. Yeah, I'm going to go smaller here on the top for now. And 48, let's go 56. Okay, not that small. Now let's go ahead and start doing the different switches. And I think so we need different switches here. And I think let's first of all let's put. Oh, I'm realizing that this should have been one of these menus. It should have been this, yeah. And then this shouldn't have this, and then this should be 100, and that way it's maybe it should be fixed width, fixed and fixed, and maybe this should be 80 by 80. There you go. There you go. There you go. And let's change this to the home icon. Boom, baby. We got this. Yeah, because that way I'm reusing the same component. I'm just removing the label, which I think is good. And also now I keep the interactivity of it. So see, now this is interactive too. So just like as these were. So it makes sense to keep using the same button. Exactly, Pablo. Exactly. So let's build our menu over here, and this menu is going to be let's use the build mode. And I was thinking that to use the same like the hammer, just to start build mode. And how do I say without text that is turned on or off? And maybe it is an X. Yeah, okay, so I have an idea. I have an idea of how this should work. But you know what? I think I'm going to need the label. The label is going to be important. So let's do this and HUD contents here. Yeah. And let's do 8 pixels here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, just to make them a little bit smaller. So build mode. build, turn it on and off. Oh man, I'm just having a hard time just like picturing this. Okay, I'm going to go with my gut. My gut is telling me to uh, put this in this way, where this is its own Oh, I don't know what I did there. Its own navigation. I'm going to say that it has zero padding around and it has 16 pixels. Let's clip the content. And yeah, it doesn't look that great, right? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like having a mental breakdown right here. Just like trying to figure out the best way to do this. And okay, I'm going to go with this idea where uh, uh, edit, edit. Hmm. God damn it. Hold on. Objects. Yeah, let's do this. Like, so one is for editing objects. One is for editing backgrounds. Backgrounds. One is for editing hitboxes, and then one is for editing. What else? What else did we have? Let's see. What else did we have? Mode switching, name for microverse, mode switching, edit objects, backgrounds, hitboxes. So yeah, so those are the three types of menus that we need for now. And I think that's good for now. Yeah, I'm going to just man, what should it be? Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time just like figuring out the best way to make the menu of this. I think, how do I turn this on? Is it always there? And then you just like enter edit mode, and then you can just like enter edit mode right away to just like straight to edit the backgrounds, edit the hitboxes, or edit the objects. And then if you unclick one of them, then it's off. Is that what it is? Or should it be a switch that turns all of them on? And then there's always one by default. There's always, I think that's a better way, just like having it in steps. I think that's a better way to do it. So where you have a switch to start building mode. And once you're in building mode, then you have different things that you can edit, that you can build, that you can edit, and you can start doing. And then you can switch off from building mode. That's how it is right now. But I was wondering if there's a better way to do that. And yeah, so I think I'm going to do it that way. And you know what? I'm going to remove this for now. I'm going to say that this is, and I'm going to add another thing that says enter build mode. Or enter and exit build mode. Yeah. Yeah. I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, I know what it is. You already said that, Pablo. So start building. That's going to be the CTA, and it's going to use this same icon. And I'm going to just put it here, and it's going to be a little bit smaller, you know? And this is going to be the button that switches on. So let's center it. let's reduce the spacing between them, and maybe it should be only like 8 pixels. Yeah, like 8 pixels. And let's add just this, and let's add a white background. And yeah, so this, and then let's 16 pixels. So start building. And now once you're here, there should be a close button that exits the close, exits the building mode. That's how I think it should be. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to discuss this with the rest of the team to see if that's something that they like. Hold on. Icon. I have button. I have an icon button, so I can just use the icon button. Goodbye. And let's put it here, and then let's make this, the size of it, to be large, and let's change this to close. And this exits the building mode. That's how I'm picturing it. I think that will be fun. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So these are the options. So these are the buttons, options, and this should be 0 space in between them. They should have 16 pixels, clip the content, and then this should be like objects, and then like objects, maybe this should be, the other one is hitboxes, so let's do hitboxes, and then this should be background, so backgrounds, so the textures. Yeah, so you're either editing one of them or the other one. So like, I'm just going to say that maybe it is like this. This is what's active. It doesn't look that great when it's like that. That's just like a matter of like the icon doesn't contrast that well. Let me go over here and change the color of this. I'm going to just say plugins, adjustments, and make this a little bit darker. Just like that. Let's see if it contrasts better. Well, now it contrasts less. Well, now let me go to this. I think this should potentially be this color, the active. Yeah, I like that better. And then this should be that. No, actually the dark, so it has a lot of contrast. There you go. Well, now I don't know if this is going to contrast that well. Let's see what happens if I go to this. It doesn't contrast that well. Maybe. Let me go back here and we want to edit this and make this a little bit darker. So just going to go to adjustments, plugins, adjustments, and make this a little bit darker. There you go. And then maybe this a little bit lighter. Wow, way more contrast. So let's see if it looks good. Yeah, I don't know if I like it lighter. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. So let's go back to this and let's put it as default. I mean, another one is that the active state is actually just gray, and that way it will be fine. But no, I like it like this. So what I'm thinking is that you start building. Once you're in building mode, you can switch between the different building modes. Like, are you editing the objects, the hitboxes, or the backgrounds? And clicking this brings you back to this. Now, like, there should be also a way to save the changes, and I think that can be just like below this. So okay, so that's what I'm thinking. So now let's turn these into different variants. Create component set, and then this is going to be called building tools, building modes, building mode, building mode tools. And then let me just add an auto layout to this so they are aligned and they look good. Cool. So this this is a button, and this should be called just like initial state, show state, and then this should be called a building state, and cool. So now let's create an interaction between these two. So I'm going to say that from here it goes to this, just on clicking, and then here goes back to this. So just stop clicking, stop like doing that. And now let's test it. Let's put it over here. Let's align it to the center, and let's say that it's always floating in the middle. And let's align it to this, to the center of this. Let's see how it looks. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So let me hide this, show Figma UI, start building. So if you start building, then it goes to that state. It doesn't look very well aligned. I need to align it better. Oh, yes, because it's oh, I know how to do it. I know what to do. I know what to do. You do not worry. I'm going to do oh no. So yeah, I'm going to do one like this, and then Shift V, and then this should not have a background. I'm going to remove the background, and this should be centered. So it's going to be another layout, a layout inside the layout. And just to guarantee that it's always centered, I'm going to just like make this the same height as this. So now it should always be centered. That's what I think. So button. So this is the button. The initial state is this. So now let's go over here and see. Now it's a little bit centered. Now it's, once you do this, then I think this, the size of this should be, hold on. This should be aligned to the left. There you go. And now this, the size of this should be like this, and it shouldn't clip the content. And now let's test it. Let's test it again. See, now it looks aligned. Nice. Yeah, and then you can switch between the different states of this. So you can just like, by default, it's just like you're building the objects. But if you switch to this, then this icon potentially also switches the mode that you are in here. And if you click here, it also switches the mode that you're here. Just an idea. I'm going to pass it with the rest of the team to see if they like this idea. It's just like a switch in between these two modes. Like right now, let me just show you how it is right now. So right now, you click on Build World, and then that's it. You're building the mode. But then you go and say Edit Backgrounds, and then you're editing the background. Oh, we need a done editing backgrounds? Well, we need a way to go back to edit the objects. So I suppose like having this as a way to just like switch between the modes is always good. Okay, I'm going to see with the team if this works. Done editing backgrounds. So we need a state for saving the changes. So this should also have another something that says save or cancel. Oh, undo. I like undo. So save changes. Well, actually, I already have a button, so let me just use the button. The botón, el botón que está aquí. Y vamos a ponerle, let's put save changes or undo. I'm going to say that if you are here on any of these and you click undo, it should take you back to the object editing. I'm going to see if, by the way, I see you here. I think that's you, Jason. So you hearing the live stream? If so, did you like the idea of the switches? And there's a there's a big chance that that's not Jason. Actually, I want to be able to click on him and just like see if it's him. Uh, okay, so let me just go ahead and say that this is secondary, and the size of it is going to be default size, and I'm going to just put them in a container. Just undo and save changes. I'm going to say the save changes uh, should be primary. Yeah, should be like that. And then this is a button set, save button set. And let's copy this. Let's let's do something else with this. What should I do? Oh, actually, I can just like paste this. Huh. Oh, does this have? No, it does have. Yeah, no, hold on. This should have its own Shift A. And sorry, I'm just doing this thing, and this shouldn't have an auto layout. And I can paste this stuff, and I can center it, and I can just put it around here. Hold on. Is it center? Is it center? Say button set. Yeah. What if I align it? Yeah, centered, and it's 8 pixels from here. So I'm going to say that when I click, I'm going to just say that when you click this, just going to go to this. Unclick, change to, and then when I click any of these buttons, it just goes back to this. And let's test it out. So I'm in this, and I can save the changes or undo, save changes. And I do something, and it save changes or undo. Maybe not the prettiest way to do this. I mean, I think it works for now. Save changes. We can figure out this as a team in a better way. And okay, so top knob with switches, that's done. Let's do another one for your user. Just like your wallet. It would be nice to have a menu here for your wallet. And I think let me do an icon for a wallet. So a wallet icon is usually just like something like this, and it has a little object like this. So let me just add a stroke to it, just so we can see what's going on. So we want to center them, and let me actually duplicate this little guy just to see the frame, and let's call this wallet. We need an icon for the wallet, and let me just put it inside. And let me duplicate this, and let's put it behind. And I think we want to. How should we do this? Let me just do this, and then let's put 45 degrees, maybe minus 45 actually. And now I think I want to do something like this. Yeah, something like this, where there's a little bit of volume here, and maybe something like this. Let's add some corner radius. 2, 3, 4. Maybe 4 pixels here. And then let's add a circle, just so it shows the. Let me just copy the style of this and paste it here just for now. And well, we want to
you know, like a, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this. Okay, cool. So now we want to, well, duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this just so it looks like it has some money inside it. And I'm going to just remove this, and I'm going to change the color just so we can see what's going on here. And I'm going to move this just a little bit closer to this, and I'm going to just put this together, this icon together here with this, and I'm going to just put it all the way to the back, and I'm going to just merge these two elements. And let's see, let's move this, let's add corner radius. I'm hoping that this works. I feel like this will work. It's just that, oh, this needs to be smaller too, just so it shows. Oh man, it's not working. So, oh, I think I need to do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to work. Okay, okay. It's starting to work. It's starting to look good. Um, you know what? No, I just need to do it. I was trying to use, just like simple shapes to do this, but I think it's just better to actually draw it. So I'm going to just remove a little bit of this, and then move this wallet around here. Potentially, this also remove some of that. Yeah, it has 0. So maybe I want to move it here. There you go. So now it looks like a wallet a little bit more. Not perfect, but good for now. We're gonna have to hire an actual icon illustrator to help us with this. And actually, I'm going to remove, well, I'm going to just change the color of these things. Let me use a color, maybe primary gold. No, primary gold here. That's going to be our starting point. Then I'm going to just like make this. I'm going to just unlink all the colors, and I'm going to just make this a little bit lighter, and then this a little bit darker. Ba 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 da bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 da ba, ba da ba ba da ba. Let's remove this, and I think it's starting to look like a wallet. People are like, no, Pablo, that doesn't look like a wallet. It's like an old-timey wallet, you know? One of those old-timey wallets that some of us old people still use. You know what? Let me remove the snap to pixel. Snap to pixel grid? No. No snapping to the pixel. That way I can do some weird stuff like this. And yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. And let's do more. 1, 2, 3. And this should be the same too, right? Yeah, it should be the same. Oh man. It's one of those things, just like, hey, this on an icon. It's its own art. It's just that this should also bend like this here. So I'm just going to add another shape that goes here. There you go. And I'm going to copy that style, paste that style. I'm going to say that no, it doesn't have any of this. And now let's start doing this. There you go. There you go. Gotta design it to make it look good, to make it look fine. And so it stands out And so it stands out. We actually don't need that stuff on the back actually now, because now we have this. And so it stands out and it looks good. Okay, cool. So right now, and we also need something here, something here that connects this to the bottom. Don't worry, it's gonna be fast. It's gonna look nice too, I think. Let's put 0 here and let's keep designing this stuff. Just make it look nice like this. And look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Because I am looking at that. Beautiful. And then let's make this gold, like yellow. Pow. Or should it be silver? No, it should be silver because everything is gold. So now everything should have, by the way, this two should be mixed. They should be one single shape. So let's blend them. And let's put them behind this. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah. Wait, what? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Hold on, what's going on? Wait. This should be all the way to the top. Why are these? Oh, I made a group or something. Oh, I was going insane. There you go. Okay, cool. Now, everything, let's put an inner shadow to it. So, inner shadow, and this is going to be -8. Well, -4. Let's do -4. Let's do 2 pixels here. It looks like poop right now. It's gonna look better, don't worry. Let's just have a nice default first. And, or maybe it should be just like, yeah, a little bit softer even. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then this should be just a tiny less. And then around there. And then this should also have a little bit of maybe this should be black and with a opacity of 20%. And well, let's do that with the whole thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm realizing I did something wrong. No. Okay. Dummy. Dumb. Well, actually it's not that dumb. I need a shadow here. And I think the shadow can be like this. And then it can be black. And it can have an effect that is layer blur, but not so blurry. Maybe 2 pixels only. And maybe we just like do something like this. So it's not as this. And let's do 20 pixels. There you go. Now it has a little bit of contrast, has a little bit of depth. Let's do the same with this, but this could be just like a regular shadow. So this could be 2 pixels and then 2 pixels here. Actually, maybe just 1 pixel. Yeah, and maybe just a tiny bit like this. And it adds, I think I'm not liking this at all. I just realized that I don't know if I'm a fan. That happens. You put a lot of work into something and you're like, oh, I actually don't like it. Well, okay, well, we can change it later. For now, we just need an icon for a wallet. And I think this will do. This will do. Let's do another inner shadow. Pablo, too many inner shadows. Yeah, but this one is going to be a light. You don't get it, do you? You don't get it. There you go. And Yeah, look at that. It's going to be it's going to look pretty nice. Let's do another inner shadow on this. Uh, Inner shadow, but this one is going to be white, and it's going to add some light, and it's going to have a little bit of life. Hey, now it looks a little bit like almost like 3D. No, Pablo, it doesn't. But okay, you keep imagining, and yeah, something like that, I think. And then maybe we can make this a little bit darker too. And you know what? Do you know what? I was going to do just a drop shadow too. Let's see how it looks. Maybe just 1 pixel. I like it. And maybe not as dark. No, let's make it dark. Wow, look at that wallet. Looks pretty nice. Pretty nice, I tell you. Okay. Yeah. Well, I tried. Okay. I apologize. It doesn't look like a wallet. I tried. Okay. An actual icon designer is going to join our team. If you're an icon designer, you're like, Pablo, I can do better. Well, we're looking for designers. Maybe you want to join our team. Maybe you can do better. Let's see how good you are. Huh? Let's put a 16 pixels here. Okay. And let's do this. This is going to be, let's copy the style of this, paste the style of this. And maybe, hold on, what is the size of this? Is this 64? Oh, wait, what? No. Oh, this is not the actual icon, or is it? Yeah. Hold on. In here. Oh, dummy. I'm a dummy. It's different. And this should be the wallet. And yeah, and this potentially needs a number here. For now, I'm going to keep it like that. But the idea is here that this shows the wallet that is connected. Let's do this. Global settings, top nav, switches. Well, let's test it first and let's see if it's done. Let's play with this. Let's hide this option, show Figma UI. Yes. And then you can start building this stuff, and also potentially maybe when you hover it shows the wallet, but no, you want to always see what wallet it is. So no, it should show at least the last numbers of the wallet. Okay. Or maybe on hover. No, it should be on hover. Whatever. Yeah, hold on, let's do that. No, let's not do that. Okay, so let's take a look at what we did. We worked on the menu for your stuff, where you can navigate between your NFTs and the stuff that you have uploaded. This one jumps because your NFTs have categories, and uploads is just like a gallery of images. And then we have a home menu. Then we have a way to switch between the different modes to edit. And this is going to be something that we're going to have to review as a team to see if this makes any sense. And also just the wallet icon. We're going to be needing maybe for next, oh yeah, and by the way, like, hey, once you have changes, like saving and undo, it's there. Maybe it doesn't make any sense, but maybe it should be in a different place. And also global settings, but that's going to be for a different live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Let's all go see your chat. Yeah. Oh, thank you, David Renan. Yeah, I'm just yeah, you got to see me stuck like in different places where it's like, oh my god, hold on, it should be like this or it should be like that. But it's this is an iterative process. It's always good to just like test it, see this didn't make sense or not, like, and then make changes towards it, like depending on what you find, and test it with other people too. It will be fun to see other people to test it. So maybe it's something that we're going to do later. Add tooltip, yeah, tooltip that just like shows you the like the name of the tools and also the number of the wallet. So on hover. Yeah, because like to be honest, like having those numbers there, it's useful, but it's also really ugly, and you can just like solve it just like by hovering over it. Okay, keep up the inspiring work. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Just trying to do uh, uh, just one live stream. Now that I have a computer that I can use that works, look at this. Oh man, my last computer was crazy, and I just got this M1, the Pro. It was and dude, it has the fans have not turned on. They have not turned on. Like it's crazy. The other ones will be like this. I just open OBS and it will like it will feel like the computer was about to take off. So anyway, thank you everyone for joining. Just going to put me. This was fun. Hopefully you learned something if you are into UI UX, and also just like seeing the stuff that we're doing. And if you want to know more about this stuff, you can go to the to our site. It's bueno like muy bueno, bueno.art, and that's the team at Robotos. It's it's pretty much just like the Bueno team too, and so we're building tools for other NFT creators, like the stuff that we have been learning, like building NFT collections and all that stuff. Like we realized like there's an opportunity for others to just like help others NFT creators. And one of the things that we're building is instead of going in the Decentraland or Sandbox or all that stuff, we said like let's just build our own metaverse tool. And also just like, oh, do we know 3D? No. Let's just do it in 2D. I don't know if that's just like ignorant optimism, where like ignorance of like how difficult the road ahead like gives you that optimism of just like, oh, it's gonna be easy. Yeah, we can build our own metaverse. But I think having that ignorance allows you to just move and do stuff, you know? So when you don't know what you don't know, and because you don't know it, it feels easy and it feels doable. Maybe now, 3 years from now, if someone would ask me like, hey, would you, maybe I wouldn't do the same thing, because we wouldn't do the same thing because of we now then 2 years from now, we know how hard it is. And we'll be like, yeah, no, let's not do that. Anyway, they say ignorance is bliss. So right now we're ignorant and we're dreamers and we're imagining. Why not just build our own microverse tool? And let's just allow everyone to just do their own thing. And we're starting, like one of the words that we're building is robotos first. But we want to allow anyone to do their own thing. Because that's the whole idea of the metaverse. Like right now, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to get idealistic here, a little bit hippie. Let's leave it for another stream. Thank you so much for being here. Love you tons. Adiosito. Bye bye. And stream.